ain't even trying to listen to the shit. He was just like, okay, girl. Like, he wasn't even tripping off of nothing he said. And he was glad that he let that bitch know. He was serious. He was like, look, when I was little, I couldn't tell you how I felt because you would smack me in my mouth, okay? He was like, but now I'm a grown man. I'm going to let you know just how I feel. And I don't like how you treat my wife. I said, oh, I know that's the fuck right. She started crying, y'all. She was so upset. So then she's still crying and everything. And the sister's trying to console her. The sister's like, look, nobody is saying you a bad mother. You know, you was a bad mother. Ain't nobody, girl, that's bad. I was like, damn, don't put that shit in the same sentence as you. As far as myself, I was just like, damn, I would have been totally fucking offended if somebody, even, especially one of my kids, told me, nobody is saying that you a bad mother, bitch. Don't, because I take my motherhood very seriously, honey. I was pissed, and I was just like, damn, Blondie, that's basically what they're saying, that you were a bad mother. Hey, everybody, it's your girl, Sassy Shantice. I'm coming back with another video. Yes, honey, back with another one, girl. Okay, y'all, let's get into this episode 7 of Love and Hip Hop Miami. Did y'all watch it? I hope y'all be watching, because I'm not just trying to get on here telling y'all everything that happened. Y'all gotta vibe with me so y'all can know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, like, watch this show. It's really, really good. Anyway, and like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Yeah, we slay over here, girl, and we have a lot of fun, okay? But let's get into this episode. So Ace Hood is in the studio, okay? And he is just doing some little raps and stuff with somebody named Lunch Money. He's a producer or something. So his name is Lunch Money. And they just, you know, throwing down tracks or whatever. That's what you call it, girl. I'm old, you know, throwing down tracks. But they just in the studio, you know, and coming up with some stuff. Okay, girl, they coming up with some stuff. And they start to talk about him and Sheila's relationship. And Ace just like kind of pissed me off a little bit because, girl, why is you up there lying, honey? He was straight lying. I don't know if y'all realize that, but Ace was lying about what happened in the botanical garden when they was walking around. So they're at the garden place and they're walking, and he's talking about how, you know, he thought everything was cool, but she started like saying all this different stuff, and he was just like confused. You know, the situation was like confused. Bitch, what was confusing? Because she told you exactly how she felt, and you really weren't trying to hear it. Then he goes on to talk about how he blamed it on her, y'all. He was like, then she decided to tell them de-mic her. No, honey, that is not what happened. That is not what happened. You got mad at something that she said and you wasn't feeling it, and you got all in your feelings, and then you was, man, I ain't got time for this. That's what you said. I don't got time for this. And you turned your back on her, you know, and then you proceeded to walk off. That's what happened. So basically you're lying about the situation. She didn't tell them to de-mic herself. She told them to do that once you walked off because she felt curry. I felt curry for her. So that's how I know you're lying, honey. So he's sitting there with his friends, like I said, kicking a bobo, lying about what the fuck happened. He's not going to tell the truth. That's how niggas is. He's not going to tell the truth. And he was like, well, you know, I just need to be more supportive to my wife. And, you know, now that he knows that she's in Orlando, he feeling some type of way. And he trying to do the right thing. But Ace stepped up this episode, and we're going to talk about it, okay? So, y'all, Sheila is in her confessional, and she looks so pretty. Like, I love Sheila. She's so smart. I always say this in all of my videos. She's so smart. She's so sexy. She seems really down there, and she on some woo-saw shit. You know, I just can't never get on no woo-saw shit. I'm just not that type of bitch. But, you know, one day I probably will, because it seems like it's kumbaya, and I need some in my life sometime, you know. But anyway, Sheila's in her confessional. She just saying how when they was in the garden thing and they were talking, she just felt like undermined. This is what she said, undermined, gaslit, okay? And she just felt like her feelings didn't matter. She just couldn't even take no more after she relayed all her feelings to him, and he's just gonna walk off like that. She was just like, she got in her car, started driving, and was like, you know, I really need some fun in my life. Y'all know how we do when we need to just get away from it all. You just got to say, you know what, let me get in my car like Sheila did. Get in my car, you know, have some fun, and just fuck all this shit that's going on around me. And she did it, y'all. Sheila went to Orlando. She was like, oh, where could I go? Where could I go? Next thing you know, she was like, roller coasters. I was feeling on that, y'all, because I love some goddamn roller coasters. Let me tell y'all one thing about roller coasters and me. I love them. Y'all, we went to Kings Dominion, and I just started really loving roller coasters. Like I said, I was kind of like Sheila, where I just felt like I needed something in my life that was just going to give me that, you know what I'm saying? And I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I never drink. I never go out. And I just feel like a roller coaster would be the perfect opportunity to just like, let it all out, scream and all that. And when she said it, I just felt it because, y'all, we went to Kings Dominion. Me and my husband took the kids to Kings Dominion. And as soon as we got there, like, we got there so early, we was waiting in line before everybody outside and in the car. And we got there before everybody, and we got to get on every fucking roller coaster in there. Well, not everyone, because I ain't get to get on the Grizzly, and I like the Grizzly. We had a ball. Like, the kids, it felt like it wasn't even about the kids. Like, me, my sister, her child, my niece, her child, her daughter, okay, honey, my daughter, okay, Simone, and then my husband. We all went, and it was really, really nice. I drove, me and my sister, and the kids was in the back. We was kicking, laughing, listening to music, you know what I'm saying, having so much fun. Got there, y'all, and we just went for all the roller coasters, like, and nobody was scared. Everybody was with it. Everybody was fucking with it. And then, like, my sister, she not used to that type of shit, and I'm really not either, but we've been through a lot, you know, and we was just like, go, 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 and we had so much damn fun. So, long story short, y'all, we had a ball, so I was totally feeling shit. We just went from one roller coaster to the next. I mean, just eating cotton candy, drinking all this fucking soda, like, playing all these games, just wasting money, getting $10 sodas, like, it was just fun to just let your head down, not give a fuck, and just go and have fun, you know? And yeah, we got there before everybody started coming and getting on all the stuff. By the time we finished getting on all the roller coasters, like, all the roller coasters was like a long ass line. So we got there like right on time. But y'all, anyway. So y'all, that was the perfect opportunity to just go in, let your head down, just have fun, and not even give a fuck. So Sheila, y'all, she has her camera out. You know, she's just like showing us the roller coasters. She's like, oh, I'm about to have so much fun. She has this drink in her hand. She's at a restaurant, and you can tell she's there by herself. She has her glass of wine, and nobody's across from her. Yes, honey, we can have fun without cheating on our men. Okay, honey, most men can't do that. But yeah, that's a classy lady on top of that. That's why I say I fuck with Sheila. You know what I'm saying? Because Sheila could have been easily said, y'all, you know what? I'm not getting my knees met. I'm not happy right now. So you know what I'm going to do? Jump to another nigga, you know, and get everything I need from him because I'm not getting it from him. You know, that's what I'm going to do for the moment. You know what I'm saying? No, she's a classy lady. Okay, honey? Like myself. Okay, girl? Like the sassy. And she going to work it out and come on back. You know what I'm saying? But all that's why I fuck with Sheila. She had the drink in her hand, the wine, and across the table, you could clearly see there was nobody but a chick. She was doing her. Like she said, CC Sheila, because Sheila was like how she always preached that to everybody else. But she needs to take her own advice and just live a little and have fun, you know? So I'm really proud of Sheila for that, and kudos to you, boo. Okay, girl? And next time, call your girl Sassy. You know, you got my number and everything. Go ahead and call me, and we can go ahead and hang out. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that me and you is like the same type of bitch, and it would be popping if we hooked up, you know what I'm saying, and did a little something. Maybe got a drink or something, girl. You know what I mean? Went to the little mall and everything. Maybe Tyson's Gallery. You know, I ain't got that type of money and everything. Maybe y'all think coochie shop. Maybe like a t-shirt or a pair of socks or something. You know, I can't do it like you, boo. But I could probably do a little something. You know what I'm saying? Like if we was to go to cheesecake or something out there, I probably could pay for the appetizers. You know what I'm saying? I probably could pay for the appetizers. You know, the entire meal, I know I couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I know you were happy on that, boo, because yeah, me and you were fine. Okay, y'all. So Sukihana meets up with Tip, Kill Bill, and Kelly. You know, her road manager is Kelly. And they're there to discuss management, basically how everything is supposed to go, how everything needs to go, and you know what needs to change because Sukihana's mother isn't helping her out right now, and they're trying to figure out how they're going to bring Tip in. So they're sitting there, and Tip is just basically her confessional, like, look, we need some organization. Something needs to go on where everything is in line because there's just no organization. Everything is all over the place. So all of a sudden, Kill Bill starts to like really start getting under Suki's skin, and then mine too, because I was like, what the fuck? In the confessional, like, he was like, yeah, because I'm here to have her back. Basically, he was saying, I'm here to have her back. She's the type of person, she's shy. She's not going to let you know how she feels. And, you know, I'm here to want to be taken up for her and nobody's going to run. I'm just like, what? First of all, that's not even her personality. She gonna say just what the fuck she need to say out her mouth. Then second of all, when did you become in charge? When did you even become part of management? That's what I was thinking. And then Suki hit her and she says, look, Kill Bill, he just an angry ass nigga sometimes. He ain't about shit sometimes. I'm like, what? What the fuck is going on? Because that's not the impression that you've been giving us all of these episodes, you know, but it just goes back to y'all. I don't know if I mentioned, I think I did in my last video, they broke up. You know what I'm saying? So maybe their relationship was going in that direction, but on top of that, at the end of the episode, honey, yeah, they was lit on fire. Like, they was going at each other like I never even seen no shit like that. And if I had to do that with somebody, like, bitch, we don't need to be together because somebody about to get locked up. You know, it was just like too much. So anyway, Tip is just trying to find out, you know, basically what is her role, you know, because she still don't know. So she like, look, y'all gonna work together, so y'all need to get along, you and Kelly. Anyway, it doesn't even matter. So, you know, y'all need to get along. So Kelly is like, Tip, I really do think that you are best in the studio. Like, I do think that that's your place. You know, giving her a props. And she was like, okay, yeah, but I just want to know that me and you can work together, and it ain't gonna be no dumb ass shit. But at the end of the day, I do believe, my personal 2 cents on it, I do believe that she needs to incorporate Tip back into her management team, because just the whole point of sucking dick on camera, throwing up on it, and uploading that to IG, that was just terrible. I don't even know, you know, who allowed her to do that. Of course, she's a grown woman, so she's going to do what the fuck she wants. But I don't know if she got any kickback from her mother about that, because her mother seems like she's just on this thing where, okay, it makes money, so, you know, do it. Yeah, you good. Like when she got locked up, and then she thought her mother was going to be mad at her, but her mother, Suki, was like, yeah, I think I'm going to make some t-shirts out of my mugshot. Her mother was like, just with it. I'm just like, bitch, where is some type of like consideration for her brand? Like how she looks like, it's just it was starting to go overboard, and I can see where Tip thinks that, you know, it needs some type of structure. So yeah, I'm glad that Tip is on board, y'all. Thank God for Suki. So Trina is meeting up with Jay Young. That's a new rapper in Miami. She's a girl, and she has a new song coming out called Work. And she wants to feature Trina in her video and I guess song, you know. So they are there and trying to get everything together, and they look cute. It's all right. I don't know, it's like a cheerleading theme to it. It's cute. It's all right. I thought that they could come up with something better than that. But yeah, no, this is what they're serving, honey. Okay, girl. So anyway, they're sitting there, and Trina and Jay Young are having some type of like conversation about the shoes, and a mix-up comes up about, you know, what shoes to wear. And of course, Corey is to blame. You know, she's sitting there blaming on Corey, and why didn't she have the correct shoes? Like you always sitting around complaining about every fucking thing. Like, why don't you do something about it? Every episode, you're complaining about your management. Girl, get it together. Do something else. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of saying it. I know everybody else tired of saying it. And on top of that, are you not trying to appear decent in front of the world? I mean, I know that you're on reality TV, but suppose somebody wanted to pick you up, you know what I'm saying, on another project. They probably be like, you know what, I can already see, or word is that this bitch is late everywhere, so yeah, we not even gonna rock with her. And you're not even saying that part. It's just bad advertising for you, as far as I'm concerned, and it's not a good look. Again, another thing going wrong, you know, as far as her management, okay? And at this point, yeah, it probably is the other girl, Katie or whatever. I could be wrong, that's her name, I think. But it's supposed to be Trina Day, you know? Trina has a day in Miami. I think that's really, really nice, really cool, you know, as a black woman. And yeah, it's Trina's Day. So it's supposed to be like a give back to the community thing, you know? And so it's supposed to be different vendors there, and, you know, just kids there. Kind of like sort of like a carnival, just like a lot of face painting, winning prizes, stuff, you know, just games and stuff. And I think giving away some stuff, I forgot what it was. But yeah, nothing is like set up. She was saying how, Corey, you don't even have the flyers together, and it's a week before. Like, so I'm just like, damn, that is kind of fucked up. Like, why isn't you... Anyway, y'all, like, this shit, every time you look, it's a problem. Like, what the hell? A week before and no flyers? Like, what the fuck is he doing? And then he had the nerve, y'all, to have a fucking attitude, girl. Okay, when she was saying it, he wasn't even looking in your face, girl. He was being totally disrespectful. And then once he walked off, he was like, okay, I'm leaving. Like, what the fuck? Then she was like talking to him, telling him what she needed as far as some type of pasty for her breath. And he was just like, okay. And then she was like, what I'm supposed to do? Go out there with my breasts and, you know, hanging out. And he just wasn't even feeling. He just wasn't even listening. He was just like so fucking over it. So this bitch had to end up canceling the day, her Trina Day. She just canceled, was like, you know what, we not doing it. So Amada, y'all, okay, y'all, she is in her confessional. She just saying how she's been working really hard. She has been seeing Alan, but, you know, her work has been pulling her away, so she hasn't seen him as much. Okay, girl, yeah, you haven't seen him as much with the problem you got, honey? Okay, girl, yeah. I think you ain't been pulling back as much as you've been saying, or he ain't been pulling out as much as you've been saying, you know. But anyway, yeah, so she's saying how she's just really diving into her work. You know, music has kept her really busy, and yeah, she's on the right path with that, and she feels good about it. So Amada goes outside, and her mother is there, and she's like watering the grass and stuff. And Amada's like started to talk about, you know, something about the studio and what she's trying to do. And she looks at her mother and she just like, Ma, are you okay? And her mother's like, no, I just haven't been feeling good for the past couple days. And she just started explaining in her confessional that, you know, her mother basically does not have the best health and hasn't had the best health in a long time. And she kind of feels guilty about that because she's been so into her career and her mother's been so into her career that they just haven't tackled the issue of her health and just keep it up with a better diet. So Amada's saying how her mother has all these different ailments, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, you know, diabetes, thyroid issues, all these different things. And y'all, I just felt for on this, you know, because that is just like my worst nightmare to have any of that shit. Like, I have diabetes in my family going on, and I just don't want it. And y'all see me doing my trap cardio and everything. And yeah, I like shaking and, you know, all the trap music. I love trap music, y'all, you know. And I love to, like, exercise. And I like to be sexy, you know, so it's perfect for me. But the way that it's actually really perfect for me is to keep me away from all that shit. You know what I'm saying? The high blood pressure, the diabetes, the complications, just everything. All that, like, I just don't want it. I don't want no problems because I have been sick before. And y'all, if you ever been sick, like, I feel like I have anxiety about being sick. If you've ever been sick before, you don't want to get sick again, you know? So I try to take care of myself the best that I can, but y'all, I just love to fucking eat. And I know y'all be saying certain things on Facebook and IG that I post. I love to fucking eat. And that's why I have to exercise. So I feel Amada on that. We got to get that together sooner or later because it could be detrimental to your life. Like, this shit is not a game. On top of that, I told y'all I'm an occupational therapist. Y'all, I see this shit all day. It really, like, brings down a person's quality of life, and it's fucking not worth it. All you got to do, even if you sitting there, you know what I'm saying, at your desk, I move around. I take probably like 5,000 steps a day because I'm always going to get my patients, taking them to the gym. You know, we're going to do a little bit of working out, arm exercises, you know, tapping balls and stuff and doing different stuff. But if you have a, like, office job or something, they tell you all the time, just sit there and do like this. You know what I'm saying? Do something. Come home, just like make it your business to do like 50 jumping jacks or something, or move your legs around something. I don't know, y'all, but that's what I get anxiety about because I already work in this area with all that shit going on, you know, and I see what food and bad diet can do. Y'all, so y'all try to do the best y'all can because I wasn't mad at Amada when she was in there taking out all that shit. And it comes to a point where it really can be a detriment to your life. I mean, it really can bring the quality of your life down. And I'm trying to see my grandkids. I don't got time for that shit. Like, it's too much, and there's no turning back from diabetes, y'all. I don't know if y'all know, but I did some research on that, but there's no turning back from that shit. And on top of that, that high blood pressure shit, like, that's too much. And then high cholesterol with all this grease running through your veins. Like, it is so fucking serious, y'all. Like, I don't just be doing trap cardio. I did, what was the other one? I did Insanity. I did Tabo. That was one of my favorites. And y'all, I've always exercised because I just don't want, it don't got nothing to do with looks for me. It really does not. You know, that just comes with it, even though my stomach's hanging over, girl. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't, that's just not the reason why I do it for the looks and I do it for my health, you know. So I could totally understand when Amada was in there, she was taking out, girl, Amada was in that motherfucker, just got a trash bag, was like, take this out, start just dumping donuts in there, cakes and all this stuff, like all this bread and everything, and she was just dumping it all in the bags, and the mother was just looking like, oh my God, like, and actually said like, oh, she said, the mother said, what am I supposed to eat in the morning? And then how am I going to eat in the evening? Mother was like, you know what? You love me, right? She was like, yes. She was like, well, then figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because she's trying to keep her mother. You know, so I totally understand that. People might disagree. You know, that stuff does cost money. You know what I mean? People work hard for their money. But at the end of the day, I don't want no problems. You know what I'm saying? And it's already prevalent in my family, diabetes. So yeah, I gotta watch it, and that's just me. You know, that's just my personal thing on there. And I was totally feeling them out, like, get all that shit out. You know, I'm not gonna say that I don't have it in my house because it is some shit up there. Like, I like my Frosted Flakes. You know, with the new marshmallows in it. They got Frosted Flakes, girl. They got marshmallows in the Frosted Flakes, girl. Okay, honey, I was so mad, and I went and got a second box after I tasted it. I was like, ooh, okay, honey. But yeah, all that stuff is up there. You know, my kids eat it. I eat it every now and then, but I do move around. I do exercises. I don't eat it all the time, every day like that. It got to be in small doses, like, because the shit is not worth it. So now it's the video for Jay Young. That's her name, Jay Young. She has a new video called Work, and she's having Trina star in it, featuring it. And so they're out there doing their thing and everything, and Corey is there. He handles some business on the phone, and all of a sudden Joy walks up. Joy like, look, you know, I just wanted to talk to you, you know. And Corey's like, look, your cousin, okay, she is driving me crazy. That's what he said right out his mouth. And she was like, you know what? You know she likes working for you. You know it takes a special person to work with Trina. And, you know, she respects you. And, you know, I know you're going through a lot. But, you know, basically telling me, like, trying to finesse the motherfucker to hang in there and take this bitch bullshit over and over again. So Corey like, okay, yeah, but don't you think we should get her, like, some help as far as, like, a psychiatrist or something? Because, you know, her temper and everything. Joy was like, look, I think that she needs a break from all of this. You know, I think that she needs to go sit down and take a break. That's what she thinks. So I hope she mentioned that to Trina. Maybe she did. Because when she said, I was like, damn, maybe she do need a break. Because just like Joy was telling Corey, you know, her mother died just, I think, last year. It might have been 2 years. And then her brother got killed. That is a lot. You know what I'm saying? To try to go on like things are normal and kick back into the swing of things, that's a bit much. And I'm just, you know, kind of is worrying about her mental at this point. I think she should sit down, take a break, and try to gather herself, because it's not good to go on in mourning and kind of like kirking on everybody around you because you're hurt. So Amada takes her mom to the emergency room. Said her mom was pale, her mom is shaky, her blood pressure went up, her everything like started, her vitals started going all over the place. And she was just in there afraid for her mother. So the doctor comes in, and Amada's just like telling him, look, tell her what's going to happen. You know, she hasn't been taking her medication. She been eating all the wrong food. Her diet is fucked up. Tell my mother what's going to happen if she doesn't stop and do what she needs to do for herself. And he was like, look, you're going to die. That's what's going to happen. You're going to die. And that's the thing too, y'all. Not everybody make it through. Like, you got strokes and shit like that. Like, strokes that have your whole side weak where you can't even walk. You know what I'm saying? And then the stroke also has something going on with your brain where you can't even think. Like, that shit is fucking serious. And if you don't die, it could end up something like that. So, yeah, she was just afraid. I felt her on it. And, yeah, he just told her, yeah, that's what's going to happen if you don't stop. So, next thing you know, Amada is outside of the doctor's office talking to the doctor. And she's telling the doctor all her business. I'm like, what is going on? Why would she telling him, you know, she knows it's going to bring a lot of stress on her mother. But, yeah, she think that she might be pregnant. And I'm just like, bitch, like, are you fucking serious? She was like, you know, beating around the bush, like slow fucking in the morning. I'm just like, bitch, would you just say what you guys say? She wanted a blood test, you know what I'm saying, to see if she was pregnant. She was like, please don't tell my mother. Next thing you know, the mother walking out, they just stopped talking all high. Y'all know if y'all ever been talking about somebody that they walking around, they was all dumb, looking all dumb. I'm like, bitch, she knew y'all was talking about her ass. Next thing you know, Amada is sitting in the chair with her arm like this, ready to take a blood test to see if she's pregnant, you know? So, like I said, she said that her and, what's his name, Alan, wasn't really spending time together. Okay, girl, y'all had enough time to do a little something for you to be scared up here getting a needle and y'all trying to see if you're pregnant. So Ace is meeting with his mom and his sister, and he's saying he's just there to establish better boundaries between him, his mother, and his wife. And Blondie is asking Ace, you know, what do you think about, you know, the brunch? How did it go? Right after she said that, they did some editing. I told y'all they be fucking him up with the editing shit. It looked like she threw up in her mouth. And I'm just like, did she go? And I even asked my son, I was like, do it look, and my husband, I asked him, I said, do it look like she threw, like she literally was like, and I was like, oh my God, like they really did like throw this bitch some shade when they showed it, because they really didn't have to show that part, but that was trifling, you know, and I know I ain't never gonna eat at that place, but she looked like she threw up in her mouth, and I thought that was gross. So Blondie says that, you know, she knows that it's difficult for him to satisfy both people, you know, him and, you know, his wife, and she respects that, and, you know, she don't want to bring any heartache to him. Really? Okay, like, are you serious? You don't want to bring no heartache to him, but that's exactly what you've been doing. How do you respect his union, his marriage, when you continue to try to act like this bitch is doing something to you, when in actuality you're doing stuff to her? So she goes on to tell him, you know what? You know why I was mad? Because she had an attitude with me. She didn't even look in my face at the brunch. And I'm like, what? Are you fucking serious? So they go back and show the clip of when they was at the brunch, you know? And And basically what happened, honey, okay, girl, it wasn't the fact that she had an attitude with you, or she was just like trying to throw you some shade, or she just was trying to ignore you because she was trying to be mean. She was ignoring you because she didn't feel like the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time it seems like she comes around, it's probably some bullshit. At this point, you can see that she was just really staying backish, you know? And she just wasn't trying to give her anything, get a mother-in-law anything. And when you get to that point, you've already been through certain things with the person, so you're really not even trying to be around them. You know, that part was just out of respect for her husband, for Ace, that she even come there, because the bitch probably ain't even want to be around her. You know what I'm saying? But she was trying to get along by not saying something. And then on top of that, it seemed like at that time, Blondie was kind of like, y'all know how some people like be in the area and they be trying to like do all this different stuff, trying to show off, and it's really directed towards one person, and Sheila wasn't feeding into it. You know, so what Sheila did was like, oh, let me check on the food. And it wasn't no, let me check on the food. She was like, let me check on the food, and just stepped off. But you was mad that she wasn't giving you nothing on it, and you was trying to be petty. So yeah, that's what that was about. And so no, Ace goes in, honey, and lets have. You know what I mean? Like, he was like, no, you're not about to do that. He was like, no. Told his mother, look, you're being one-sided, and that's a one-sided story. And no, I don't believe that. I don't buy that at all. Because if that was the type of person that Sheila is, that's what I would just admit. I would say it. But that's not who she is. Because that's not right. That's not Sheila. Sheila would not do that. And I know my wife. And if she did do something like that, if she did was ignoring you and being mean to you as she trying to act, then, you know, I would say it. But that's not who she is. And he was just letting his mother know. And so his mother was like getting on into this other stuff. No, you trying to act like, you know, that I'm this type of mean person. Everybody want to act like Blondie. It just means she said anything out of her mouth. I've always been like this. I've always been like this. And now y'all want to step up and act like that. I'm just such a bad person. And told her, look, no, you're playing the victim. Oh, everybody's mad at me. Oh, woe is me. That's what he told her. You're playing the victim. So she started to tell Ace, you can't fault me for not saying it your way and stuff. Ace ain't even trying to listen to the shit. He was just like, okay, girl. Like, he wasn't even tripping off of nothing he said. And he was glad that he let that bitch know. He was serious. He was like, look, when I was little, I couldn't tell you how I felt because you would smack me in my mouth, okay? He was like, but now I'm a grown man. I'm going to let you know just how I feel. And I don't like how you treat my wife. I said, oh, I know that's the fuck right. She started crying, y'all. She was so upset. And I did feel bad for Blondie at first. But then again, I didn't feel bad for her. You feel me? So then she's still crying and everything, and the sister's trying to console her, you know, because the sister's there. The sister's like, look, nobody is saying you a bad mother. You know, you was a bad mother. Ain't nobody, girl, that's bad. I was like, damn, don't put that shit in the same sentence as you. As far as myself, I was just like, damn, I would have been totally fucking offended if somebody, even, especially one of my kids, told me, nobody is saying that you a bad mother, bitch. Don't, Because I take my motherhood very seriously, honey. I was pissed, and I was just like, damn, Blondie, that's basically what they're saying, that you were a bad mother. So the daughter's like, look, I'm not saying that you're a bad mother or anything. It's just, you know, things that went on. Now we feel like we just need to settle some stuff from when we were small, and we need some type of counseling, you know? And yeah, you know, everything was going to be cool, right? Ace still like trying to stroke this bitch ego when if you wrong, you wrong. You know, you need to sit in your truth. His mother was bawling, and he was like, you know what? I love my mother and everything. He said, but this conversation is over. You know, and it was done. So Amada takes her father to the side, and she's just wanting to talk to him about a couple of things. And so she's just basically telling her father she's going to need more help around the house because she has all of this stuff to do, the music videos, you know, still like the cooking, the cleaning around the house. Her mother's sick now, so, you know, she's just going to need a little bit of help. Then she also tells him that she could possibly be pregnant. And I'm like, girl, okay. He all fucking excited. You know, I was like, damn, that is tight. But my father wouldn't have been excited. I was just looking at his eyes thinking like, damn, my father would not be excited because, first of all, bitch, you're not married. You know, that's just how my father is. And my father was disappointed when I got pregnant as a single mother. You know, I do have a baby father, you know, back when I was 24, and he wasn't excited. So, you know, in our family, my father's from like an older generation. You know, you're supposed to be married before you know, have kids. And I was thinking to myself, like, dang, that's nice. You know, I was like, damn, because he was like, well, congratulations. He was all excited. It looked like he wanted to actually jump up out of his seat. And the mother was like, shh. Don't say anything. I don't want you to tell mommy because it might stress her out. But basically, it went back to her saying that, you know, I need your support here and I need you to help out a little bit. This motherfucker commences telling her he moving back to DR. I'm like, oh, okay, girl. damn. So now Amada is her. She's in her confessional like, look, damn, I love my father, and I just feel a little silly for giving back into him after he hasn't been there my whole childhood. And now, look, I'm feeling silly again. Like, dang, I'm mad I shouldn't have never let him in, you know? And I was just thinking to myself, nah, don't be mad. You know, be glad that, you know, your heart is more content on that issue, because like I said in my last video, I can't imagine how that feels when a parent acts like they don't fuck with you and now he does. That has to be a very warm feeling inside. So, you know, just go ahead and settle in that and know that you and your father, you know, y'all gonna rock later and everything is cool for now. You know, I wouldn't look too deep into that. But yeah, I could see where she is kind of on the fence about, damn, should I have made up with the motherfucker or should I just like kept my distance? But everything gonna work out. It'll be fine. I'm glad that the nigga finally came through and came to see you and, you know, wanted in your life and try to, you know, be respectful as his daughter and even try to be in your life. So Suki, y'all, okay, this is when it gets like hot and heavy, honey, okay? She's in her confession and she's just saying how, you know, she don't like mixing business with pleasure. Like, that's just not something she want to do and it's toxic. And I agree, you know. But yeah, she's telling Bill that too. She's telling Kill Bill that. And then in the car, I think she got like some type of Bentley truck. It might be a Bentley truck or some type of other truck, but it's a really nice truck. So they start to talk about the meeting that they had with Kelly and Tip, you know, about who's going to be included in the management process. So they're in the car and she's just telling him, you know, that was a lot you was doing back at the meeting. Like, why did you have to say your little piece about what you wanted to do? Like, it's not even that type of party. Like, I'm not having you as far as management. And where did you get the idea to start speaking up for me like that? And he was just trying to take up for himself. He was like, but do we really trust Tip? And I was thinking to myself, like, where did that come from? Like, I guess we're going to find out something about that later, but did she do something that was shady? So I was just thinking, okay, what made him say that? Suki is just, like, letting him know, you know, I don't mix business with pleasure, meaning you, and yeah, you're not included in the management team, because like I told y'all, he was up there giving his 2 cents in the meeting with Kelly and Tip, and she just wasn't feeling him. I don't think nobody was feeling him on it, but yeah, he was trying to start something with that, and I guess it just like kind of pissed her off. But the main thing that pissed her off was the fact that he was up in the meeting running his mouth like he was part of management. And she was just starting to say how, you know, I'm a big fish and I ain't one of them bitches that you was fucking back then. And all this type of like hood ass shit, start calling them hoes and all this shit. And he was like, what? Where's all this coming from? And next thing you know, she was like, you know what? Fuck you. And he said, fuck you back. And all of a sudden the producer started running to the truck and they was like, you know, asking him what's going on. And she was like, look, he must got it fucked up, talking to the producers. He must got it fucked up because I ain't one of these bitches he was fucking back then. I am Sukihana, you know, and he don't need to be talking to me like that, all this other type of shit. And he looking at her like, what? And he's like really taking a lot off of this bitch. And I'm just like, damn, I don't know what type of nigga would sit there and take that type of, and no hoe ass, and your hoe ass, and like really treating him like a motherfucker off the tree. Like she don't even know his ass. Like, I didn't even know they go like that to each other. But yeah, he gave it right back. Not to the extent that she did. She said, look, you messing with a big fish, you know? And he was like, yeah, you a big fish and you famous. Okay. She was like, no, I am that bitch. I'm that bitch. Next thing you know, he trying to calm the situation down. You could see it in his disposition. He was embarrassed. He was shocked. You know what I mean? I was shocked for him. I was embarrassed for him. And she just keep talking all this big fish shit. And it was just annoying. So next thing you know, all of a sudden she said, you know what? Get the fuck out of my car. And right then and he was like, what? And she was like, yeah, get out of my car. Go see your mother. Go talk to your mother because you're not going to sit in here and talk to me and disrespect me like that. She said, shut the fuck up. And he told her, shut the fuck up back like normally you would do, just like off the break. This shit is all over camera. You think I'm not going to say that because you said it back to me? So he gave the bitch, you know, the business. And she just flew all off the handles, telling producers what she ain't gonna take, who he thinks she is, and all this stuff. And she was like, no, but y'all don't understand that this is my man. This is my man. And then he gonna turn her to something, and you my bitch, and you my bitch. So why you showing? They just got a fucked up dynamic. And I was just like, well, I was not here for it. It was totally immature. And I was thinking to myself, bitch, what the fuck are you watching? Because you 44 fucking years old. But this shit is just stupid, and it was totally immature, and I was shocked that Sukihana was acting like that. I couldn't even believe it. I didn't know that they reached those type of heights in their relationship, but they do, and no wonder they broke up. Y'all, so we're going to see on the next episode they're at counseling and they start, you know, talking in there and everything else, and they trying to get it together, but we already know that they broke up, girl. But yeah, that's the end of that episode. So y'all, let me know if y'all like this episode. Like and comment. Don't forget to subscribe, okay, y'all? We slay over here. Sometimes I be late on putting these videos out, but I got you, okay, girl? I told y'all sister is working right now, and it's a little bit harder during the week, but I got you. But yeah, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Like if you like this video, share the video. Make sure you like it because YouTube plays my video more when you like the videos, okay, y'all? So yeah, that is all for the 7th episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami. I will see you ladies and gents later. Bye.